So for this question, we have to complete the speed time. In this question, we have to complete a speed time graph for a rocket, which is accelerating, having a constant acceleration for 8 seconds. And it reaches a speed of 120 after 8. So 10 boxes equals to 5. So each box is 0.5. So this will be 6 and 7 and 8. So this one is 8. We mark a point where time is equals to 8 and 10 boxes on y-axis equals to 50. So each is 5. So this will be 105, 110, 15 and 120. So this will be 120. So it has a constant acceleration. So how we represent a constant acceleration? So it must be a straight line with a constant gradient, shows that the object is having a constant acceleration. And the next part, use a graph to determine the height. So how to determine the height? If you want to calculate the height, we'll use area under the graph. So what will be the area under this graph? When we draw a line, it will make a triangle. This whole will be a triangle. And what is the area of the triangle? The area of the triangle is half base multiplied by height. So it will be half. The base is equals to 8 and the height is equals to 120. So when we simplify, this will be 4 multiplied by 120. That's equal to 480 meters. Is it clear, the part B2? And from 8 seconds to 20 seconds, the rocket rises with an increasing speed but decreasing acceleration. And then from 20 seconds to 25 seconds, the rocket has a constant speed, but
Yes,
which
sir.
is less than 200. Yeah, that is the area, and area under the distance. Speed time graph will give us a distance travel. So whenever a question is there, calculate a distance travel from a speed time graph, you always take area under the graph. And how the unit of the area will be meter, not meter square, because the unit of the speed is meter per second and multiplied by second. So second cancel with second and we get meter as a answer. So whenever a question is there, calculate a distance travel, you always take area under the graph. Yeah, so they ask for the height. So how much the height covered by this rocket is equals to the distance traveled by the rocket. Like if we say the rocket traveled 20 meters, so the rocket will be, because it is moving vertically. So if we say rocket covered 20-meter distance, means it has rise to a height of 20 meter. So whenever object is moving vertically, the distance traveled by the object is also known as height. So this was 8 and 120. So this was a straight line. Then if they ask calculate, if they are like they mentioned from 8 seconds, when time was 8 seconds to time is 20 seconds, it has a decreasing acceleration. How we represent a decreasing acceleration? So, and from 20 seconds to 25 seconds, it is moving at a constant speed. And that constant speed is less than 200. So first, how we represent from 8 second to 20 second, how we represent a decreasing acceleration. So we draw a curve, a gradient, the slope should decrease. And then from 20 seconds to 25 seconds, it is moving at a constant speed. So how we represent a constant speed? It must be a horizontal line. And they already mentioned in the question, it's not by calculation, they just mentioned that the constant speed is less than 200. So you can take any value, but it should be less than 200. So the first part of the graph, it was having a constant acceleration. The second part of a graph, it has a decreasing acceleration. And the last part of the graph, it has a constant speed or zero acceleration. Is it clear?
Clear, sir.
So this was a pop quiz 2 related to the motion.